a part of our killer whale family, demonstrating their incredible size, speed, power, and complex learning abilities. These behaviors keep the whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations of people all over the world. We're excited to share their story with all of you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying and powerful.
You're going to see all of that and more. These behaviors contribute to an environment that is full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Tonight, you'll see the whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors not only strengthen social bonds, but enable them to problem solve as a group. Working together as a team is what makes them the ocean's top predator. Scientifically known as Orcinus orca, or more commonly referred to as killer whales. Here at SeaWorld, we like to call them Katina, Milani, Malia, Trua, and Makayo, our killer whale family. Makayo is our youngest whale at just 13 years old, and his mother Katina is our oldest whale. This year she celebrated her 48th birthday. Katina is also the matriarch or leader of our pod. Now, SeaWorld's animal training techniques create a language between us and the whales. It's a language of learning through positive reinforcement, encouragement, commitment, and care. Through these techniques, the whales learn to trust us, and they even learn to take an active role in their very own health and well-being. Now, some of those husbandry or healthcare behaviors that the whales learn can range from anything from taking a look at their entire bodies, taking a look at their eyes, their ears, those pectoral flippers, all the way down to the tail flukes. We can also do voluntary x-rays, ultrasounds, even collecting samples such as urine samples. We also brush their teeth 2 times a day with a special dental solution just safe for killer whales. But one of the most important husbandry or healthcare behaviors that the whales learn is the position in which we ask for a voluntary blood sample. The whales learn to roll over upside down or ventrally and present their tail flukes to us. Now, not only does this give us a great view of the whale's entire body, but it gives us easy access to the blood vessels, which are located right there on the white underside of the tail flukes. Our veterinarians will collect the blood sample at least once a month, and the whales are trained to remain calm and relaxed during the entire procedure. As trainers, we're also always rubbing down and massaging the whales, whether it's on those tail flukes, backs, or even those pectoral flippers. The whales respond to touch very well. They're very sensitive skin, and that's just another way we can reward them for remaining calm during important procedures. It's also a great way for us to strengthen our relationships with the whales. But blood samples are just one way we can make sure the whales are staying healthy. Another important diagnostic is weighing the whales. We weigh them by asking them to slide their bodies all the way up and out of the water, but onto a killer whale size scale that's located in one of our adjacent pools. But we're going to demonstrate it today in our slide out with our largest male Trua, weighing in close to 8,000 pounds. Now, when Trua is slid up, you'll notice that a portion of his body, from his dorsal fin down to his tail flukes, is still in the water. That's the powerhouse of the killer whale, also known as the peduncle, and it's very muscular and very heavy. All whales have the natural ability to use that peduncle with such force that they're able to turn or spin completely if they needed to re-enter the water. But in this scenario, we have to ask them to weigh them by asking them to lift that peduncle up and out of the water. Training that posture enables us to ensure accuracy, so we know our younger whales are growing properly and our older whales are maintaining a healthy weight.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt. And for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales and for us.
All right, everyone, I am now down on the left by the stadium by the glass. Did you know that killer whales love to play? In fact, they actually learn a lot by playing games like Follow the Leader with their mothers and other whales. And we're gonna put that to the test today with our male Makayo and everyone on this side of the stadium. So everyone over here, we need you to stand up because you are our leaders and Makayo is going to follow you. What we're gonna do is on the count of 3, you are all gonna keep your arms at your side and spin in a circle 2 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, spin! I think he's got it! Well done, everyone! You guys can have a seat. As you can see, Makayo is paying very close attention. Killer whales are very curious and can often be seen spy hopping or jumping completely out of the water to get a better look around. We're going to demonstrate that with a big jump backstage, so let's cheer! All right, right side stadium, I didn't forget about you. Stand up. We have an even bigger jump called a breach. Take 2 fingers above your head and throw them over your left shoulder 1 time. 1, 2, 3. Excellent breach signal, everyone. Now, killer whales breach for a variety of reasons as well, whether it's to get a better look around, to scratch an itch, but more often than not, killer whales will breach just to show off. So here comes Trua, ready to show off his breach. Well done. Let's hear it for everyone in our audience and our 2 amazing killer whales, Trua and Makayo. SeaWorld's research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light on the many mysteries of these amazing animals. For example, we've learned that the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. And that's information we simply wouldn't be able to obtain out in the wild. Some information, though, can only be gathered through field research and observation. And that's why SeaWorld works with its partners at the Norwegian ORCA Survey and NOAA to help further our knowledge. Killer whales are powerful animals. And perhaps the best expression of that power can be seen when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from icebergs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail fins.
So killer whales can create waves to hunt, but they can also stun their prey using those powerful tail flukes. You're going to see a demonstration of this today. For our whales, it's just a fun activity session, but what it means for all of you is that it's time to get wet! single day. In the wild, killer whale diets depend on where they live and the time of year. Unfortunately, things like overfishing, pollution, and some other factors are having a serious impact on some killer whale populations.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Oh.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean.
Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make.
We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassadors of the ocean, limitless, connected, powerful,
but still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired.
We